was imagining how it will be like to be a part of Art Madrid. And I fucked it up because I wasn't ready. My name is Gabriela Milian, and I am a Cuban artist living in Cuba, and this is my channel. Welcome back. For a while now, I was dreaming to the opportunity to participate in Art Madrid. For a young artist like me, participate in a huge art fair like Art Madrid is an amazing opportunity. And it's like a stepping stone. So when Collage Havana called me and told me that I was one of the artists that they selected to participate in the art fair in 2026, I couldn't believe it. I was so excited. I was kind of reading the message once and once again, hoping that it didn't disappear. I felt excited and proud and ready, or at least I was hoping that I was. The thing is, after a few minutes, that excitement passed and the doubts start to creeping in. What if I'm not ready? What if my work isn't good enough? Or what if nobody cares? And that quiet voice start to get louder and louder in my head, and I start to make some decisions based on fear. So the month leading to the exhibitions were really rare. It was a mix of excitement and anxiety. So I decided to bring collaborative pieces with another artist who has more experience than me and more trajectory and weight in the art world. We had a lot of work in our hands. We had to finish the pieces that we were bringing to the art fair. And also we were trying to plan the trip, and we were hoping that with time everything fell into place. However, the closer we got, the more things started to fall apart. Flights were all cancelled, budgets stretched beyond what we expect. Unexpected costs started showing up everywhere. We arriving at Madrid after 12 long hours of travel. My body felt heavy, my head foggy, but there was no time to rest. We went straight into problem solving, finding materials, adjusting structures, trying to make everything work on the go. And almost 500 euros later, we have structures that didn't quite fit the paintings. Another compromise, another quiet mistake. The next day, I walk into the fair for the first time, and everything stops. The walls were perfectly white. The lights hit each piece with precision. No noise, no chaos. Everything felt controlled. And then I look at our space, and I could have felt it in my chest. We weren't dead yet. Still, we keep going. We installed the works, met other artists, recognized familiar faces. By the end of the day, we were exhausted, but hopeful. The first day on the fair felt unreal. People filled the space. They stopped at our stand, leaning in, looking closely. I love this piece. I will come back later. And I believe them. Every time. I smile, I answer questions, try to stay present, but underneath, my hands wouldn't stop sweating. And around me, I start noticing something else. The sharp, quick sound of paper being folded, tape pulling, pressed, sealed it, again and again and again. Other stands making sales, wrapping pieces, closing deals, while I stood there, waiting. They passed, people came, they connected, they left. I will come back. But they didn't. And the space between each interaction started to feel longer, heavier. After 3 days without a single sale, you start pretending you are calm. Then finally, a collector sat down. He didn't rush, he listened, asked questions, stayed. 15 minutes later, we made the first sale. And in that moment, everything went quiet. I thought, this is it, but it wasn't. So at the end of the art fair, I didn't feel release. I felt something heavier. Because even if it wasn't a failure, it wasn't a success neither. And that's when clarity hits. The problem it wasn't that I didn't bring a good work. The work was good. The truth is that in an art fair like this, sales are not random. They come from relationships and they come from networks built long before the art fair. And if that is not in place, everything else is just pure luck. And that was what happened to me. I get lucky enough to sell one work. So I was given a huge opportunity and I stepped into it, even if I wasn't ready. And I didn't waste it, but I didn't get the most out of it neither. And that stays with you. For everything that you do, you get a lesson. And now I understand how the work and how the game is played. And next time that I am going to be in the art fair, I'm not gonna be unprepared. Next time I will bring the best work that I could, and I will be ready. So that's the story. Thank you so much for coming along with me, and I hope you like it and enjoyed it. And if you do, you can do me a huge favor and subscribe and like this video. Thank you for staying until the end, and see you next time. Bye.